Born and raised here in War? Wow. They still do coal. Okay.
It's a strong that's strong subject up here.
Well, good morning from a beautiful Boone, North Carolina, cold, windy day. And we are just starting our second day of the road trip. We're going to be heading to Welch, West Virginia today. But I wanted to stop, share this beautiful little moment. This is the town I stayed the night in last night. It's in the low 40s right now. And this is just a stunning little town. But we got quite a little trip ahead of us, about 3 hours. And from my understanding, it's quite the road trip. There's a lot of scenic little areas going through Mountain City and some other cool little places on the way to West Virginia. I think we're gonna briefly cut through Tennessee. And I'm gonna pull over multiple times, show you that. And I just can't wait to get over to West Virginia and see these old coal towns. So be my travel partner for the day and let's go. All right, I just had to share this with you. Cherokee Wildlife Management Area. This is such a stunning road that I'm taking. Laurel Creek trailbed. But man, this is just one of the most beautiful routes. Had to stop off for a minute, stretch my legs a little bit. Saw this beautiful little, I don't know if I would walk across it, suspension bridge. Some cables still look strong, but some of the wood planks have broken off. Honestly, I don't even know if it's private or public, but what a beautiful little creek or river. People's cars are parked here. I honestly don't even know what part of town I'm in yet. I think I'm still in Virginia or close to West Virginia now. About an hour left. Welcome to the town of Tazewell. I believe we're still in Virginia. My GPS is going to go nuts because I was supposed to turn back there, but I wanted to show this little town. All right, had to mute GPS. Cool little town here. This is still just along the way. We still have 56 minutes to, where are we going? Welch, that's it. Welch, but what a neat little place. Look at this. Look at that little place. Just want to share my route with you as we go. Beautiful, beautiful part of our country here. These are towns that many people will just never see. So I'd like to show you my perspective through my lens. Well, we have officially hit McDowell County, and truly still is some major coal going on here. Coal plants, pretty neat stuff. Welcome to War. We're in the city of War, West Virginia. Small little town just before we get to Welch. And we are in McDowell County, one of the most depressed and sadly holding the title to the poorest county in not only West Virginia, but in the United States. City Hall of War. This town got its name from War Creek, and War Creek was a creek that had a battle of the Native Americans and the early settlers, frontiersmen, in the 1700s. So the town adopted the name War, and it stuck. How you doing, sir? I'm good. What's that? No, no, no. Are you? Oh, okay. Born and raised here in War? Wow. Were you working in the mines? Your family, your mother? Oh wow. No kidding. I do, yes. Yeah. Manual labor, yeah.
I was only 3 months old, and my mom raised 5 of us.
5 of you, huh?
Yeah.
Born and raised all right here in War. What a cool town.
Yeah, right in
McDowell County. How old are you now? 85. You're doing good. Hey, you're still walking and talking. Got you. Oh wow. You ain't messing around. Nothing's coming near you with that thing. You lose your voice from any kind of from smoking or from smoking? Smoking and tobacco. That's unfortunate. Hey, 85, you've passed a lot of people, haven't you? You know, a lot of the black lung I hear is popular, unfortunately, out here.
My mom would let me or my brother try to get a job there in the mines.
She didn't want you to work in the mines?
Yeah, my older dad, well healed. But after I grew up out there, I took a job at the mines over there at Coretta.
Yeah.
But I was outside. Well, I come home, so mom had a job.
That was the thing to do back in the day, though, being a miner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Paid good, but you were worn out by the end of the day. You didn't get to do anything. Wow. I'm going to check out the town. Good meeting you, sir. Pleasure meeting you. Take care of yourself. It is just amazing and sad and unfortunate at the same time how once the coal mines shut down, this town has just lost everything. And it's my understanding that a lot of people that live here, like that gentleman I was talking to, they're living on checks, government subsidies, and assistance, and that's it. That man was a sweet, sweet man. Hard to understand. He had what is called a laryngectomy, where his larynx, a lot of times it can be partial or full larynx removal. And so he's using what is called an electrolarynx. Gives it that robotic sound, makes it able for him to communicate, but hard to understand sometimes. But that is the true consequence of being a smoker. I'm thirsty. I'm going to run into this grocery store and grab something to drink. Hey, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's honestly nice to see. A lot of these towns are known to be considered what is a food desert, lack of good stores with nutritional products. This one seems to be pretty well stocked, which is great. I could just find something quick. How y'all doing? Good. I notice a lot of people walk here.
Yeah. Oh yes. It's small enough.
Yeah?
You can just kind of get anywhere. It's almost silly to.
I'm doing a video here on war.
Really?
Yeah, a little YouTube video.
Oh.
Do y'all mind if I ask you a couple questions?
We don't mind.
You sure? Okay. What's your names?
Rachel Bennett and Sage.
Rachel. Oh, you're the mom, Sage?
I am.
You look so young.
Thank you.
So, y'all, how long y'all lived here in war?
On and off. About 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah, my husband's mom came up to start the church over here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Then she got sick, and we had to come up here to help with her. She passed away, and then we just kind of kept the church going. Now we're doing outreach.
I noticed. I got to say, I came up from North Carolina, and I noticed that the Christian communities are real big here. I mean, God's a big thing here.
It is. It really is.
Lean on that faith.
They do.
That's nice. That's nice. What denomination is it? Is it
Pentecostal?
Pentecostal. Okay. Would you say that's the more dominant denomination here? Baptist, Pentecostal, or Catholic, or
Baptist and Pentecostal.
Baptist and Pentecostal. Okay.
It seems, yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then is the coal town? What are most people doing? Are they still doing coal here?
They do.
They still do coal. Okay.
It's a strong. That's a strong subject up here.
Is it really? Okay. Is it a sensitive one to talk about, or should I leave it alone? Or
no, it's not quite sensitive. They're just really proud of it.
Sure, they should be.
They should.
That's hard work.
It really is. I know that they just had a death down in the next county. One of the miners got stuck down there.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Did they get him out?
No, he passed away, and they couldn't get to him in time.
That's unfortunate. Gosh.
They just announced it yesterday.
And he was just a coal miner, young guy.
He was 42, I believe.
That's still pretty young.
It is. He was a foreman. He had 22 years, I think they said, in the business.
Goodness gracious. Yeah.
He was. I guess they had it started filling with water, and he got his crew out, but.
And that's hard to believe. That's unfortunate.
It is.
Right.
It was sad to hear about.
And you go to school out here?
Yes, Southside K through 8.
What's that?
Southside K through 8.
Okay, K through 8. Oh, you look. Yeah, so you're in 8th grade or?
7th.
7th grade. Wow. And you like it? Schools out here are good, or?
Yeah, it's just a kid most of the time. Like, give you all the time.
Yeah. Nice. Well, listen, I appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate that very much. I'll see y'all.
See you later.
Wow, that's unfortunate talking to those two young ladies. Just a county over, coal miner was killed, got his crew out while the mine was filling up with water, but he didn't make it. I'm assuming he drowned to death in there. What a terrible way to go. So we are gonna keep going through war here and head over to Welch. I believe it's about a 20-minute drive. And let's go. Well, welcome to Welch, West Virginia. This is the county seat, established in, I believe, 1890. And this is an amazing town. I just took a quick little drive through, little loop here. And it is completely a ghost town, though. It's like something from a movie set that just has never been updated. It is absolutely incredible. There's just something about the beauty of age to me. And I just want to share this with you. I mean, this place is incredible. was talking to a guy, asking him if I was okay to park where I was, and he said he hasn't ever seen a tow truck down here. But when I was talking to him, the whole place just echoes. Cars coming through here, but that's about the only thing you'll see. No life, no business. It says drive-through. I don't know what you drive through. Maybe something's here. That looks like maybe a pharmacy. Shut down. City of Welch, municipal parking garage. Now this town was once a thriving town. At one point, Welch was the largest coal producer in the United States. Social Security Administration. The old building and the old printing on it. So there's a place called Latin Appalachian, and they are handing out free clothes for people who are in need. It's nice to see that. This place is in serious depression state. It's sad. Honestly, it's hard to believe so many places in West Virginia are completely just depressed and let down after the coal industry. But West Virginia is known for being one of the most mountainous and having the most rough terrain. So they can't really have agriculture. There's no flatlands for agriculture or even grazing. You can't have cattle or anything like that. Other parts of the trip, when I was on the way here, you would see goats and stuff like that, but you never saw any cattle. So a little fun fact about the garage here. You know I'm full of fun facts, right? This was built in 1941. This town was so popular and at such a coal mine boom, they needed the first parking garage. This is the first parking structure built like this in the United States. JFK himself actually even stumped here during his campaign for president. So just want to correct myself. This was 1894 is when it was established. And it was founded after a gentleman by the name of Isaac Welch. He was a pioneer and surveyor. Came here, made his mark, and the town took up his name. I was just talking to a gentleman at a gas station, and you know, he was saying this used to be quite the hustle and bustle of a town. One of the things that you'll see that is really taken hold here, and it's good for the town and for the area, is tourism with the trail rides. These side-by-sides and all-terrain vehicles, which look so much fun. I want to do it myself. I'd love to do it. I think it's going to be another trip here, but they are just taking off, hitting these trails, going up and down stuff. The trail's called the Hatfield and McCoy Trail. This little building here has been, looks like had tanning beds at one time, but look at that hole back in there and right here. That goes, there's some really cold air coming up from there. That goes about 20 feet down. There ain't no way I'm stepping in that, but it's interesting. So this place, everything is elevated. Merchant and Miners Bank. How neat. Looks like they had an old powerhouse gym here at one time. But look at this street. Look at the way it is on a hill, the buildings. This looks like something you would see at Disney or Universal Studios. Honestly, I'm not trying to make light of it, but 67 degrees, 1:44 in the afternoon. Has warmed up quite a bit. The temperature has gone up and down. Well, I've crossed, let's see, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia. 4 states. Beautiful place that is. Let's see what this is. So Sid Hatfield from the Hatfield and McCoys, born in Kentucky, Sid Hatfield worked for the blacksmith and coal miners before being named chief of police in Matewan, Mingo County. Sympathetic to the unionization effort in the county, he joined the striking miners. May 19th, 1920, in a shootout known as the Matewan Massacre with the Baldwin Felts agents. His murder in 1921 led to the miners' march on Logan in the Battle of Blair Mountain. Sid Hatfield was walking into these steps and was shot and murdered. Sid and Ed Chambers murdered on the courthouse steps by Baldwin Felts agents. 3 men were charged, but were later acquitted. This being one of the first fireproof courthouses in the United States. Looks like an old church. I'm assuming it is. It's just amazing how so many of these buildings and structures are empty, left alone. But one thing I can tell you, they have stood the test of time. Look at this place over here. 1927, Welch Daily News. That's an era no longer. Man, the stories this town could tell. I'm going to do my best to find some pictures showing the town when it was at its peak. At one point, this place had thousands and thousands of residents. Now it's just barely over 3,000. Got the old Douglas Mortuary. Wonder if that's still in use. Looks like it's actually a fairly well-kept business. Yeah, no, they got lights on inside. I guess this is your local mortuary. Interesting. Yeah, still in operation. Police order no parking. Ambulance stops. Wonder what this is for. If this is a mortuary, you think that's where they cleaned something out, maybe? I'm not sure. The rear entrance. Wow. Old furniture store. Refrigeration. I just think it's so fascinating how everything goes up. All the homes are sitting up there. Old 76. Now, I don't know what that is. I mean, I know it's a gas station, but I don't understand the 76. Was it a brand or something? Maybe someone could help me out in the comments. Feel free to let me know. It's a cool mural. Pretty good job.
So just to give you some history, so this from here.
What's your name?
Oh, sorry. My name's Shannon Pace.
Shannon.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
So these are all ministry buildings.
Okay.
So the second floor here, all the way across, is was mission housing. We could house up to 20 teams, and there have been mission teams housed here for over 20 years.
Okay.
This was originally Hands of Hope, and then it transitioned to Beautiful Deliverance, which is our ministry, in 2024, around in that area.
It's an outreach program?
Yes. So
Okay.
Hands of Hope, they had a thrift store, and they did home repair ministry. So I work specifically with middle and high school kids, basically making sure that all of their needs are met, and basically basic needs first, right? But then this was supposed to be a space where they could come. That was going to be a coffee shop. This was going to be, which I can kind of show you as you walk through. This was all supposed to be spaces. Sorry. Hey boys, will you pick up that garbage for me, please, before you go in? And I have the keys right here. That's my voice.
Nice.
So yeah. So anyway, middle was supposed to be like quiet spaces for kids, where or adults. You know, say you bought a cup of coffee, you need a quiet space to come. You could go through the coffee shop, get that, and then you could come in here. And then that building right there at the top was going to be counseling and therapy. So I'm a licensed social. Well, I was a licensed social worker, and I transitioned into doing counseling and therapy.
Is that a big demand here in Welch?
Oh, absolutely.
It is.
Especially for our youth, because they really struggle with like finding safe people that they feel comfortable talking to.
Okay.
And I worked in the school system for 5 years, so everybody knows me. I'm Miss Pace. So everybody knows Miss Pace is a safe space. Someone you could come and talk to. If you need stuff, you can, whatever you may need.
Okay.
I just wanted them to have the person and the people that I didn't have that I needed as a kid. So we actually moved here from Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
in January of 2017. So,
Nice.
here you go. This is my youngest, Grayson.
How you doing?
The one with the weird looking hat on is my oldest boy, Braxton, and then the middle one is Maurice.
All right.
So yeah, but
Oh, let's take a look. Yeah, I'd love to see this.
right here was a
So she's going to show me these buildings that were affected by the flood in February, you said.
February of 2025.
February 2025. The flood came all the way up to on top of that awning there. All of these buildings were underwater from the Tug River in the back.
You'll see, right, when we go through this door right here, you'll be able to see it.
That is incredible that happened. I mean, it's horrible for you. Is that a common occurrence, the flooding?
We had 4 100-year floods outside of 100 years. So there was one in the 70s, and then I think it was the 2000s, and then again in like 2003 or 4. Don't quote me on that, but if you look it up, there's been 4 major floods.
Okay.
And this was the 4th. So this door won't lock anymore, and just be very careful.
Okay.
So this used to have a mural for our coffee shop that one of our local artists painted for me. It was like coming soon. And I had a fridge and a freezer right here because we were doing everything out of a trailer for now.
Mhm.
And the water picked them up and busted out the window. We found them. Well, they found them down at the bridge when all the debris stuck at the bridge.
Unreal.
Yeah, so we were in the middle of remodeling this. As you can tell, most of the stuff is off the walls now, but this was going to be we have a nonprofit coffee shop called Riverfront Roast. And
Look at all the mud.
Yeah, that's not even, wait till you see, this has been mucked out.
Really?
Yeah, we stopped mucking once we got to the next building because these buildings will have to be torn down. They've gone through all 4 floods and the structural damage is irreversible.
Even the infrastructure, the outside.
The
Oh, that's a
entire
shame.
Yes.
What a shame.
It is hard to come in these buildings because this was like, I don't know, this was just like a space that we knew was going to be a good space for kids.
What year was this building built?
I actually don't know. I know that it's on the historic registry.
It's the 1800s.
Yes, it's very, very, very old. Like my other building over there is on the registry as well.
Wow. Historic registry.
Yes. So all of these buildings on this street are part of that.
Okay.
They're on the registry. So something interesting back here, you can see all the damage, of course, but right here, all of this stuff never moved. It stayed right like it was.
Let me just put on my
Isn't that crazy?
camera light. That is crazy. And that's,
So this is where we stored all of our supplies for the coffee shop. But it never moved. It just
Wow.
stayed right there.
Oh my gosh, and look at the mud.
Yep.
That is so unbelievable.
All my oat milk, all the things.
And the mud is just coated what a mess.
Yes, all these walls had just been repainted. We were working on ripping up flooring. So all the damage you see is from the flood. You can actually see the water line there. So from basement to this floor was 12 feet.
12 feet of water in here.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
And the reason it's called the Riverfront Roast is because it has the best back porch you could ever imagine. However, the flood took out the legs of it. So
Oh, so you can't walk on it.
you can walk through like right here. You can
Okay.
Right here. But this,
And that's the Tug River.
yep. And this is why it was called the Riverfront Roast.
Wow, this is a beautiful dock
Isn't it?
or patio.
The best place to come and sit and have a cup of coffee. My daddy used to come out here.
Got a
And,
nice walk out there. Is that a little community walkway?
yes, yeah. So this is all Martha Moore Park.
Beautiful.
Now, the next room we're going into, you'll be able to start to see the mud. We started mucking out the back because
Holy cow.
we stored all of our coffee shop supplies in this room. Then my family and I had a storage room over here because my basement floods. And so we were like, well, we'll put everything down here because it won't flood. And we had just moved my dad here from Mississippi and lost everything.
Sorry about the light
No,
on your
you're fine.
face.
But as you see, we still got cups and stuff because
This is unreal.
yes.
And what a task to get this clean.
Yes, we had teams that came from Pittsburgh to help us that are part of our church community. And then my local, like my best friend and her husband, they came and we tried to muck out what we could, but you can see.
Look at that.
Like, actually, the best one to pick up is the one up here because we didn't even muck these out, so you can see the depth. So these were all supposed to be showers and bathrooms. So my kids that needed
For
to
the
come in-
outreach program.
yeah,
For your
kids
children.
need to come in to have showers and stuff before school. And then these spaces were going to be like our quiet rooms. You know, go study, whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Well, you got a big heart, so you're running these outreach programs. Are you getting assistance? I mean, in all of this work?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
We don't get any form of government assistance. So because it was a nonprofit, and even the businesses, like the FEMA funding, you could apply for grants, but those are grants you'd have to pay back.
Gotcha.
So we didn't take any of that stuff. We've just, as we have needed help, we've asked for help. But here's a really great example
Look at that.
of,
I mean, that looks like a giant tile. Wow.
that's how much mud.
Look at
Isn't
that.
that crazy?
That is insane. Holy cow, you're strong. This is heavy as can be.
Yeah.
She made it look light. Wow.
It's crazy, right?
You're strong. That was heavy.
In this next room, we have a nonprofit in our community that is a home for women who have been rescued from sex trafficking. And this space we provided to them so they could have a boutique. So when the women came into the home, they would be able to come and shop completely for free. And it looked just like a boutique. It had all the like shelves, and it was just it was so cute.
You really had something amazing going, and it just got taken away from you unexpectedly. So that flood.
It just happened. When I tell you, so across the street is we have a business called the Fortress, and we do birthday parties, axe throwing rage rooms, airsoft, all indoors.
Okay.
More stuff for kids. There was a birthday party that was literally, they were decorating for it, and the water just kept rising, and I looked outside, and you can see the river, and you know when it's going to go over the flood wall.
Yeah.
And I was watching, and I said, you're going to have to pack up. It's going to go over that flood wall, and you're not going to be able to get home. It's never flooded since I've been here up at the street, right? So she got her stuff packed just in time. The water goes over the flood wall, and I watched it. Me and my dad parked down here and watched the water rise and just come up into the buildings and into the street. And then I went upstairs to my business and looked down, and everything downstairs was floating.
Wow.
I'll show you where.
It's heartbreaking.
Yes.
I can only imagine what you went through. That is terrible.
This room, we'll just step barely in because this is the one that's the worst. This was mine and my dad's storage room. So that's the only stuff that survived that floated. I haven't even really looked through it.
Wow.
But yeah, so this whole room, this room has the worst structure. This was strictly for storage because the structure on it wasn't great anyway.
Is there something under us? Are we on a foundation, or is there?
There is a basement.
There's a basement. Okay.
Yeah. So
Look at
actually, we can walk downstairs and around. You can see it through the back doors.
That's
But
incredible.
the water just came right in. Of the porch itself.
So there's the porch we were standing on,
Yes.
and the flood came and the water came how high up to that?
Up to, let me see. It would be, see where that black, no, not the black square. You see that line right there? So you see the black square, and you come down from there.
Okay.
To this, like a strip of black right here.
Right there?
Yeah, about
Okay.
right there.
All right. So, oh, that is insane how high that is.
Yeah, 12 feet. I think I'm estimating it may be more.
Wow.
And so this is our basement. We used to have power down here. It didn't get used other than, for like bar electrical and stuff. And it is.
It's amazing the cold air that comes out of these buildings.
Yes. So just be careful. And we'll only go about this far.
Let me get my light.
The structure, this building has been through 4 floods. And so all the water pipes, everything was damaged.
That's amazing under here.
There is our main beams. I probably can't see them right now. They're all those right there. They're all split or like broken.
Those cement beams down there?
No, the wood.
Okay.
Like our main frames on all this are all split and broken.
Wow.
So this is all we didn't even muck down here. So what you're standing on is mud, not floor.
Wow. I mean, this
Some
is
of these
amazing.
pieces of wood are actually parts of the frame to our building. See? Do you see these?
Yeah.
Those are all like the floor joists for here.
For the structure.
Yes.
And the wall is like coated.
Yes.
That's unreal. What a shame. So you were saying that the false narrative that so many people have of Welch and McDowell County, is people look at everybody as a hillbilly or some kind of poor person.
Poor, pitiful McDowell,
and that's not the case. Everybody has been super friendly here.
Yes.
And welcoming to me. And yeah, that is a false narrative.
Yes, because here's why. You come to a place like this, and it's small town, okay? You're not going to meet people who have goals and aspirations like someone from, say, New York or Chicago or all that would, right?
Right.
Or even from Jackson, Mississippi, where I'm from. The goals and aspirations here are different for students and for families. So do we have poverty? 100%. Are we the poorest county in the United States anymore? No.
Oh, it's not anymore.
No. Are we the highest in drug overdoses? No. Were we? Yes. But for McDowell County, we are trying to change the narrative, and we want people to see that this is if you love Gilmore Girls, this is that kind of place, We have look, we're all set up, and we'll have our Christmas festivals.
Okay.
We have festivals and parades, and we have the oldest running Veterans Day parade in the United States. It's a 107-year-old parade.
Awesome.
We just had it a few days ago. That's who we want people to see, because we need people to come. We're losing population hand over foot.
Sure.
The last flood knocked us down significantly. The last census, I want to say we were at like 17,000 total in the whole county, which our county is huge.
Okay.
But 17,000 people total, and I venture to say it's going to be significantly less because of the flooding.
The information I got from my research was that the Welch is around 3,000 people.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's
okay.
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And we just
But not the poorest in the U.S. anymore. Okay, but that's good to know.
Yes.
It's moved up some from
yes,
that.
I don't know exactly where on the list we are.
Okay.
What I hope that if you don't get anything else out of your time here, what I want you to see is that there are really great people here who
Sure.
literally, they could be living out of their car, but if you need a coat, they're going to give it to you. Okay?
I've seen that.
They're going to invite you for a meal in their home. It may not be the cleanest you've ever seen, but they're going to be the most kind that you've ever had, right?
Yeah.
So what you can't get in like larger communities, larger towns, you will get here, which is that like
Yeah.
family. When you come here and you prove that you're here because you love it,
Yeah.
you're now a part of the family. Does that make sense?
And I've already gathered that because you don't know me from Adam, and you've welcomed me in to show me the damage in your businesses, which a lot of people wouldn't do, and especially in other cities I've been to.
Absolutely.
So thank you for that. Let's take a look at you called the Fortress.
The Fortress. So it's called the Fortress Rumble, Rage, and Recreation, and it kind of fell in my lap. I was not ever had any intention on being a business owner, and now I have a nonprofit coffee shop and I own this business. But I still have to work full
Good for
time
you.
because none of these places pay me any money. So I still work full
So
time.
you work a full-time job, and then you're running these businesses, these nonprofits,
Yes.
working your tail off.
Yes, because I have 3 teenage boys to raise, and I don't know if you know that, but they're expensive.
I have one, and I do know they are crazy expensive.
2 are 14 and 1 is 15, and they eat a lot.
They do.
They do.
I know. My son eats me out of house, and
Yes.
it's amazing. I'll go to the store, and everything's gone when he's done.
So this building was the Council of Southern Mountains. It was also a nonprofit, and they helped the older population, our elderly community, and they had like a gym in there where like anybody could use it, but it was really the older population used it. They would help them with their taxes, like any of those things, and it was completely nonprofit. So they had to move up the road, just up this road a little ways, because they were flooded as bad. Like I said, to the top of that roof. Same right here to the top of the windows over there.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll cross over here. Now, you came at a really good time because we just completed as much of the remodel as we could. We ran out of money, and I'm going to tell you how good God is, okay? My flood insurance lapsed on January 31st of this year because flood insurance you have to pay annually, and everything had been so slow. We had not had business in months, and I just couldn't. It was like $1,300, and I couldn't afford it. Well, the bank had forced flood insurance on the loan, but I hadn't even got the letter yet, right? Because it didn't happen until the 31st. The flood came February, 15th, I think. So then all of a sudden I find out that the bank has this flood insurance, and I'm thinking, well, no bank. What are they going? They're going to keep the money, right? And then I decided, you know what they did? They came down and said, we want to allow you to use this money to rebuild because we don't want to see you lose this business.
That's great.
Like, who does that?
Right.
So I used every
It's unheard
penny
of.
that I could, and I rebuilt as best as I could. So everything you're seeing on this bottom floor is completely brand new. Every single thing.
Okay.
Come here, name again.
Darren.
Darren, this is Braxton, Grayson, and Maurice. Everything you see here from the floor up is brand new.
Okay.
We had water all the way up to this first landing.
Wow.
Yes.
All the way in here.
You can almost
And you've already gotten all the work. Like, I mean, this place looks great. So you've already
took us from
worked your
February
tail
to
off to
now.
get this.
Hey, look at that house on the wall.
And what's upstairs?
I'll show you.
Okay.
So upstairs is where all the extra fun happens. Up here, we
This is
have,
great.
in here is our arena, so we do indoor Nerf, airsoft, and gel blasters like water bead guns.
Okay.
The building is
Holy cow.
12,400 square feet, and we do a black light version. So I don't know if it'll pick up black light, but
Wow. Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
so you can do airsoft battles. We have archery tag, which is combat archery.
How fun.
So we have indoor axe throwing, and it's projected targets, real axes, real wood.
Wow.
So we're transitioning over to the end grain targets. We like those better.
Axe throwing, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I've seen that before. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Actually, I'll show you. We'll let it warm up and then you can come back in here. Because it's projected target, so there's tons of games you can play. But like I said, real wood, real axes. And my dad and I built these targets, and really everything in here except for this. Our friend Chris did, in the middle section our friend Chris did for us.
Could you show me the axe?
Oh yeah. My favorite is actually a hatchet.
Oh, okay.
This one sticks best. So we use your standard style axes, but a hatchet for me, I love it. It sticks best. It has a nice weight to it. And once those warm up, then you can see.
Oh, I see that. Okay. So
Yeah.
the arrow is starting it up.
Yep. So we have a rage room. Are you familiar with those?
No.
Okay. So
Rage room.
Rage, R-A-G-E, just like it sounds. Literally, you can get to come in here and break stuff.
I know a lot of people who could use this room.
Yes, our most popular clients are teenage girls and moms.
That's pretty funny.
Yep. So you come in, you get a milk crate like this, full of 15 to 20 small breakable items like glass jars, bottles, things like that. And you get 30 minutes to just rage your little heart out.
I know some hospital workers who could really use
Teachers,
this after getting out.
workers, yes, and then we also have
That's
black
wild.
light rage, which is
Oh,
really
wow.
fun. And then our last room is paint splatter. This is for our little babies for axe throwing, so they can have fun too. Paint splatter is literally just what it sounds like.
Huh. Neat. You have thought of it all.
Well, we tried to incorporate things for the whole family, so when somebody would come and be a family-friendly place, everybody would have something to do.
Throw a big family birthday party.
Yes. So we do bachelorette parties. We've done a ton of birthday parties, family reunions. We've had all sorts of things here, honestly. Let's see if this is warmed up. When it's cold outside, there we go.
Oh, wow.
So you can pick any game, and let me start your timer. So you pick a game, and then wherever you throw the axe, you click it, and it scores you.
Huh.
And then tells you who's next up. But we have a ton of games. You play tic-tac-toe is a big fave, battleship.
That is
You
neat.
can
I've never
actually-
seen this. I've only seen them with bullseyes on the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's way more fun this way. You can upload a picture of someone that you
Oh
really
my
don't like and
gosh.
throw axes at them.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So this is super popular.
Okay.
But yeah, actually we have a party today.
So guys, this place, the Fortress, is absolutely amazing. And Shannon, the owner, working her tail off, a full-time job, and then running these nonprofits in that business, she was amazing. I mean, one thing I've noticed about being out here in West Virginia and even in North Carolina yesterday is the people are amazing. They have this drive, they have this personality where they just will talk to anyone, they'll take you in. That doesn't happen in some of the big towns I've been to or some of the bigger cities that I'm used to. She was absolutely amazing and a wealth of information. So if you're in West Virginia, coming through Welch, check them out, the Fortress. So this waterfall next to me is a common watering hole for the people, the residents. They don't have running water, or they may just prefer a good spring water. So they'll come here, and these pipes, this young lady was just telling me that they'll use this line for their giant jugs, or you see that they're using their milk jugs and filling it up. Beautiful, clean water. And she was telling me that her laundry does better doing the wash with the water from here. Absolutely beautiful. So you were saying that your laundry does better with the spring water? Your laundry does better when you wash it with this? Your what?
I make my coffee with it.
Oh, really?
I wash my hair with it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Yeah. I don't blame you. What an amazing thing that this part of our country provides to people. Spring water out of the mountain. what we pay for spring water in Tampa or in Florida or in other parts of the country, other parts of the world, out of this roof. Come here, fill up your jugs, fill up whatever you have, your vessels, with just fresh water right from the mountain. Incredible. Welcome to Bramwell, West Virginia. We've left Welch and we are in the beautiful, beautiful little town here. Some cool facts about Bramwell is in the early 1900s, it had the most millionaires per capita in the United States. They had a coal mine seam here called the Pocahontas Seam, one of the richest seams ever mined. Created coal barons who came here to town, built Victorian homes. Unfortunately, in the early 1900s, the town burned down and they rebuilt it in brick. Beautiful, beautiful town here. There's a lot I want to show you here. First, I'm starving. There's a great restaurant here that has old-fashioned sodas and apparently great food. So let's go grab something to eat and then we're going to check out Bramwell. The old-fashioned corner shop diner soda fountain experience. Apparently they make the soda fountain experience a old-fashioned sodas. Let's go check it out. Beautiful building, by the way. All right, Kaylee. So your name's Kaylee?
Yes.
All
my
right.
name's Kaylee.
All right, Kaylee. So tell me about the restaurant here in the diner.
Okay, so this used to be a pharmacy in 1910. We opened up as a corner shop in 2010. And then everything in here is still original, so like our flooring and everything like that. If you were in the front, like the marble and everything like that is still original. We make all of our sodas here, so we have an apple soda fountain. We make them here, mix all the stuff into them. And we actually make all of our ice cream, so that is all homemade here also.
Awesome. And any good sandwiches you recommend?
If you like something spicy, I say, or James Dean burger, that one's pretty good. Or the Elizabeth, that one's pretty good. It's like a fried green tomato sandwich.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that
Okay.
one's really good.
Why don't we try that one?
You want to try that?
Yeah, let's do it.
And then you want to do fries?
And that's a burger, right?
The Elizabeth is a sandwich. You don't have no burger on it.
Okay. No, well, let's do a burger.
Okay.
James Dean?
The James Dean, yeah.
Okay.
And that has jalapenos on it, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
And let's do some fries.
Fries. Okay. And then what for you to drink?
What do you think about tell me about the experience with the soda fountains. Do you make your soda drinks here?
Yeah, so we make all of our soda drinks, and then we can add flavors in them. So like our cherry Coke, we actually have to put the cherries in it, and then we actually have to put the soda in it.
Let's do a cherry Coke.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So let's try this homemade cherry Coke. See how it is. Wow. This lives up to everything it's supposed to. This is so good. Nothing like from a can. I haven't had cherry Coke in ages, and wow, that's incredible. All right, so the burger just arrived. This looks absolutely amazing. So let me just tell you what's in this burger. It's called the James Dean Jalapeno Burger. Half a pound of ground beef topped with pepper jack, deep fried jalapeno peppers, and a special buffalo sauce with some lettuce, tomato, and love apples, whatever those are. But this looks good. All right, first bite. I'm gonna spare you all the nasty details of me eating the entire thing, but gotta see me at least enjoy the first bite. Look at that thing. Incredible. Wow. Way better than I expected. The fries have that crisp. Unfortunately, I mean, fortunately for me, you know, some places do the French fries where they're soft and stuff. These are amazing, crispy fries. The burger, holy cow. It's just a flavor explosion in your mouth. I've never had anything like this. Let me finish this now. All right, so I'm lucky enough to have somebody showing me around Bramwell. And this is our lady.
Hello, hello.
What is your name?
Mandy Fink.
Mandy Fink. And Mandy's a local
I am.
here in Bramwell.
I am.
Awesome. So Mandy's going to show me around, and we are going to see the hot spots. What luckiness I ran into. And let's get started.
Very good.
Okay.
Here we go.
So tell me real quick, how long have you lived here? Oh, you've lived here your whole life? Were you born and raised here?
I was born in West Virginia,
Okay.
but I've only lived in Bramwell since 2014.
But you have a ton of information from us
Lots of
talking
it.
inside.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I actually visited the town on a homeschool field trip with my children, just because I came for the history, just to show them, and ended up falling in love with the town and moved.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't? This is a beautiful place.
Yes, there are less than probably 400 people that live here now,
Really?
but when we got the name the richest town per capita, there were 4,000 people. So we have a tenth of those still residing here.
And it had so to recap, it had the most millionaires per capita in the United States.
It did. It did. When we get there, I'll show you the richest bank in the U.S. at that time.
Okay, great.
And one of the things that, of course, brought them here is the Bluestone River that you can see here. Of course, money and water went together, where they could build their houses and pull their water straight from the river. And then, of course, you have the beautiful scenic view of Bramwell. It's known as the hidden gem of West Virginia because it is. If you don't know we're here, you can drive right down 52 and never hit us.
Right.
But you can get off 52, and in just a couple of minutes, you're in a very historic, beautiful, beautiful town.
Now, you said the water source, was that before there was running water or inside water?
Well, these houses were built in 1888 to 1905 predominantly. So, I mean, it's right on the fence of when they were doing outdoor wells and what was going inside. Most of these homes have little lanterns and stuff on the side walls, not center globes.
Huh.
This house here is the Edward Cooper Sr. home. It's one of the first houses with a solid copper top roof, and it's never been sold. She's directly related to the
Okay.
Coopers.
That's a beautiful home. God, and these are huge. So just a little contrast when you think of what we were looking at earlier to the wealth of this community, Bramwell. It's a huge, huge contrast. It's amazing. These Victorian and what are they? Some of these are Victorian, some of them are, what other styles?
I mean, you have a few English Tudor types, style, but predominantly they're all historically Victorian homes.
Okay.
That was the era that they were built in. All of the stonework, most everything, this church and our stone walls were hand done by Italian stonemasons. Even the woodwork and stuff in these homes, it wasn't native here. They'd bring it in from everywhere, but they had the money to do that.
I mean, and this is, again, an amazing church. And this was built, this is an original church. This is original stonework.
Yes, this
Unreal.
church, the first service was in 1904. They still have services there today.
Wow. And she was showing me a book when I was eating of the pictures of the inside of this church. It is stunning, stunning woodwork. The arches in the ceiling, just absolutely amazing.
So the blue, that's historically we call her the Blue Lady, but that is Phoebe and Philip Goodwill's home. It was originally built as a 2-story farmhouse, and in 1904, the entire roof was raised, and he added on 2,000 square feet to the house so she could throw ballroom parties and play bridge. Imagine telling your husband today, "Hey, honey, raise the roof for me. I want to throw a party." And you're like, "Yeah, I don't see it going very well."
No.
But he sure enough did. And one of the things that just drew me to that house is that he actually died of a brain aneurysm in 1916. So not long after, you know, he moves into the town and all of the money's here.
Oh, Bramwell. So that's the one where the widow kept the home or lived in the home.
That is the Goodwill home.
Oh, the
But yes,
Goodwill,
she
okay.
stayed there.
Okay.
She stayed there long into the 30s after her husband died, and she was able to be there alone. A lot of times then you lost your husband, you immediately married his brother or
Oh,
someone,
wow.
you know.
Yeah.
You had to find somebody, but she was able to, you know, I'm sure a lot of that was just due to the money, but the 30s come around and the Great Depression comes around, the money dissipates. And so now what keeps Bramwell alive is the people that live here and love it. You don't have the millions of dollars anymore to maintain these $1 million homes,
Right.
but we've got the heart to maintain them.
Just beautiful. Take a look at this river next to us. And is that low right now, or is it get
low.
higher? It is low.
It will actually, the black overflow pipe there, I've seen it
Mhm.
up and over that overflow pipe.
No kidding.
So I've seen it, yeah, come all the way up and eat the entire riverbank here.
Oh, wow.
See where the grass is, you know, discolored?
Right.
It has come all the way up there. That's one of the beautiful things about town, though, is I can open the doors and the windows in my home and listen to the water.
Oh, I bet that's amazing.
You know, it's like sitting by the riverbank at all times.
So you're essentially living in a little hallmarked village or town.
Yes.
Would you call this a village or a town?
Definitely a town.
Town,
Definitely a town.
yeah.
This purple house was one of the 2 Jarius Collins homes.
And who were they?
There's a plaque right here if you want to zoom in that.
Yeah.
It's up to you. But it talks about how he moved in and
So,
he opened several of the towns.
1896, he moved to Bramwell. Opened at least 6 mines. Wow, so he was a mine owner, okay. Southern West Virginia's most widely known coal operator and developer. 19 room, this home is 19 rooms,
Yes.
4,800 square feet. Amazing. Tiffany stained glass. That is incredible. I'm assuming the door.
Most of the homes were either coal operators or doctors' homes. We had 3 pharmacists in Bramwell. You know, you had the postmaster and the bank and all these different people, but the money came predominantly from the Pocahontas coal mines and the doctors and pharmacists. We had the dentist.
So my understanding is the Pocahontas coal mine was a really rich vein, one of the best veins.
Very much so.
And that's really kind of what really helped put the stamp on the area.
This home is the IT man home. And this, when we get to the bank, I'll show you, but this was the cashier of that bank who worked his way up from the cashier to be the president of the richest bank in the world, or in the U.S. per capita.
And so we went from being a cashier to owning this property.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's the
Not
American
only-
dream.
Not only did he own this property, you see this bridge right here that crosses this river,
Right.
the one that you can no longer walk across.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He built that bridge to this house over here over the river.
Okay.
That house, he had groundskeepers and, you know, governess and different people, maidservants. That house was built for his children.
Really?
He built the bridge. Now there's a whole family that lives here and a whole family that lives here, and they're completely not connected.
No.
But IT Man built that, the pond in front of it, the entire property, he developed just for his children.
God. And just look at this place with this river running through it. This is absolutely stunning. Switch sides with you. Wow.
The house that we're coming up here is the Hewitt home.
Here on the left?
With
Okay.
the stonework there. When you get right in front of it, you can see just the design and the work of the porch. The porch on this house is probably one of my favorites. I just love the structure of it. In the springtime, he owns this garden. And so if you're ever here in the springtime, this whole property is in a bloom in all different colors.
Really?
Every color you can imagine.
Wow, look at the columns and everything. Just
Yeah.
stunning work. I love the stonework. And a lot of these stones are quarried from around here, right?
I'm not 100% sure on that. As far as where they all originated from, I've heard both, that some of them was brought in and then some of them were local, but I don't want to give you a non.
Sure, understandable.
This was Dr. McGruff's house.
Okay. Was he a dentist or a regular
He was a
physician?
regular physician.
Okay. Wow.
This street,
Oh,
all
yeah.
of Bramwell used to be solid cobblestone, and now this is the only street that we have left that has the stones.
So those are original
They are.
stone laid by hand.
They are.
Not done anymore in many places. That's a beautiful aspect.
That's one of the wild things about the homes. You know, you don't have your standard drywall. You've got horsehair plaster. Behind the plaster is these 12-inch lath boards, every single board nailed in place. And, you know, the time and effort that went into every single detail of these homes is, the craftsmanship is
So what do you
unbelievable.
call that again? Horsehair?
Horsehair plaster. That's what their walls are made of. Hello.
That was a shocker.
Yeah, horsehair plaster.
Okay. Never heard of that before.
This house here is another one of the Jarius Collins houses.
Okay.
We'll walk across so you can get closer to see the glass in this house.
Oh, is this another one with this
Glass,
Tiffany
yes.
stained?
You see the window, the bay
Oh,
window
for sure.
here, the window in the front.
Yeah. Oh, the glass up there, beautiful. That must look incredible on a sunny day.
Oh, very much so.
Beautiful.
Most all the glass they're lead glass windows. They don't have the traditional glass that we have
Right.
today. When you look through certain pieces of the glass, it almost gives you like an illusion, like you're looking through like a weird mirror.
Yeah, I've noticed that in some of the villages or towns I've done in other videos, you can tell where it's original because it has that magnification almost to it.
So this house is the Perry house.
Okay.
This here is one of my favorite things in town. There's a plaque here. Another one, there's quite a few of them hidden around town. But there's a plaque here if you wanted to zoom in on the Perry information.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Perry House, circa 1902, a revival tutor, built by IT. Is this the same gentleman?
Yes, yes.
IT man, the president of the bank. Bramwell, interesting. Very, very cool.
And then this here, you know, you didn't have a car parked here. You had your horse.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so they've got their little stepping stone where they can.
Oh, they could get up on either
Yes,
the carriage
to
or the
get
horse.
on the
Oh, on the
from there.
horse.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they would be tied.
That makes sense instead of trying to climb up on it.
This bank. This was
So
the
this
bank.
is the infamous bank.
Yes.
This is it was at one time the richest bank in the United States.
Yes. The two stories about the bank that I love the most have nothing to do with the money, though. Number one, the story with IT Man that he started as the cashier.
Right.
How many people in life say, I'm just the cashier?
Yeah.
You're only the cashier for now, you know?
Right.
And it just doesn't matter where you start. It's just a story to show it's a matter of your own determination and your own work ethic on where you can go. But there was a man here that was the bank's janitor, and his name was Henry Wade. Henry Wade, there were 14 trains that would come in and out of that train station a day. That's big money.
That's a lot of
A
trains.
lot of trains and a lot of people moving in and out of Bramwell. That tells you how much business was happening here. But Henry Wade, with a wheelbarrow, would wheelbarrow money from this bank down Main Street and loading on those trains.
No kidding.
And it just, you know, that's the heart of Bramwell. That's the community of Bramwell. You know, now it's not an armored truck. You know, how many people would be following those millions of dollars
Sure.
down Main Street? There's Henry just walking down as the bank janitor waving, hey, you know, I love that
I
part.
love that.
I love that.
And my understanding is this bank also had a lot of connections with Washington back in the day. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then what really kind of, when the stock market decline of 1929, the big crash, a lot of the investors or people that had their money in this bank lost a lot of money in the market. So it affected everything and started to affect the bank and all of those things.
And that's another thing too with the money. You know, you have a lot of, if you go down through the history of how people passed away, we have brain aneurysms and strokes and heart attacks and all these different tragic things, and you just wonder, everything about them was the money that they made, the success that they made. And there's nothing wrong with being successful financially, but it makes you really think at life.
Sure.
Make sure your success is in the right place.
Right.
Make sure that you personally can be okay. If all the money's gone, are you still good?
Right.
And the heart of Bramwell is still here. There's a lot of people that are here in town that just absolutely love it. And that's probably
see
why I'll
that.
be here forever.
Yeah, I can't blame you. This is a beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful place. Well, thank you so very much.
You are so very welcome. Of course, I manage the Bramwell Corner Shop, and it was historically the Bryant and Newbold Pharmacy building. It was one of the first places in the U.S. to sell Chanel No. 5.
Really?
Which is prevalent because that was, of course, Marilyn Monroe's signature perfume. But the fact that only anybody that was anybody wore it, you know.
Yeah.
So you had to have a certain level of money to even purchase it or attain it.
Still a very popular perfume today.
Yes, very much so.
Never has
Walk
died off.
upstairs if you'd like to
I would
see
love
the,
that.
Units up there. Again, they were the dwellings of where the pharmacists lived. So they lived in
All here in the building?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
There were 2 apartments, full kitchen, living room, all those things. Of course, they have been renovated by the owners of the building. So it's not all exactly as it was, but the structure has not changed. So we can see the apartments, and then I'll show you those pictures that I was talking about as far as the Bramwell street fairs and those kind of things.
Yeah, I would love that. So she was telling me that this little building was the telephone operator. And
her daddy's name was Joe Young. He was the jailer back in the day, but she was the telephone operator.
Okay.
So of course, anybody that called in or out, it's the old, like you watch this black and white, and they answer the phone, and they got a piece of wires together and all those things. Now we're like, hey Alexa, call so and so.
Right.
But she actually had to piece you together.
That is so
to
cool.
be able to make a phone call.
That's so cool. What a neat history. Wow. Holy cow.
So, yeah, you've got the 2 apartments. Again, the pharmacists lived up here. So now we rent them out to groups of people, be it that they're here for a wedding, to see family, riding. There could be a number of reasons.
These are incredible. This is not what I was expecting. Look at the ceiling.
You've got a tent and you're camping. This is a little bit more bougie.
This is for sure bougie, yes.
A little more bougie camping. So
Look
you've
at
got your
this.
nice hand tiled showers.
Wow. This is incredible. And do you get this through, now if people viewing this are interested in staying here, is this a Airbnb? How do they contact or?
The West Virginia Way. That is
West
the
Virginia
name
Way.
of, if you look up the West Virginia Way, it will take you to JJ and Melissa Tyndall.
Okay.
Because I managed downstairs when the owners went to open this, I wanted to manage it myself just to make sure that our name was not, affected if they had a bad experience. JJ and Melissa manage properties, and so they've done great with this.
This is great.
This side is called Millionaire Row. And so all of the decorations on this house, or on this side, are houses of Millionaire Row.
Okay.
The other side, we won't tour right now just because there are people renting that unit. But if you come out here in the hallway, you can see all of these pictures. Information on the homes.
Is this the place that I ate lunch?
Yes.
This is when it was a pharmacy?
Yes.
Great.
That's Dr. Bryant and his sons when it was the pharmacy. This soda fountain here, that's the same soda fountain that we still use today.
No
that we
kidding.
hand mix the drinks.
That is so neat. Yeah, that was amazing. I've never had a drink like that. That is really cool.
On this side, these are the pictures I was telling you about of the Bramwell street fairs. So this whole side of the unit is decorated in pictures from when the Bramwell, you were just standing here.
No kidding. That is so neat. Now, is this, who is, or do you know those people or?
Dolly Parton's sister.
Okay, Dolly Parton's sister?
Stella.
Huh. Because it has resemblance of her, you know. I was thinking it was her actually.
Yep, and you've got Loretta Lynn up here.
And so all these people have come through town.
Yes.
How neat is that? This place is a time capsule, a history capsule. It's just amazing.
When I moved here, of course, I fell in love with the Victorian home and I love the history and all those things. But when I started managing, the owners are John and Donna Husband. And so when I started managing for them, it just screamed 50s to me.
Yeah.
So we started doing the 50s themed diner and the polka dots and the old dresses and those kind of things. And being able to, I love people walking in here and saying, I remember coming into the old corner shop when I was in the 50s and, you know, they had their little crinoline skirts and their Oxford shoes, and I love hearing their stories.
It's incredible.
It's really awesome to be able to.
You guys do it amazing. You're putting on an amazing little operation. I'm very impressed with first of all, the food was amazing, and your staff, just a great operation.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We very much love it. Very passionate about our job in the town.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that you took away from the video like I did that the stereotypes of West Virginia, McDowell County, Welch, these coal mine towns have often been unfair and biased, in my opinion. These are not just poor hillbilly people. These are amazing people. And just because the town is depressed or, you know, maybe poverty stricken in some areas, the people living in those towns are what make the town. It's not what the people have, it's the person and the character of the person. Today's been an amazing time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. That's the end of day 2. Tomorrow is the start of day 3. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.